start that recording. Oh, there was no way to trigger that video to be faster. That's great. That's great. Hello. Okay, so before we get to these, I wanted to just kind of cover, where are we at here? The thing here, so the tree. Whoops. So we have the tree here, right? We sculpted this tree. We made a low poly. Where is my, oh my, nice, my Unity is not up. We sculpted it, and then we built the low poly using Z remesher. And then we noticed there were some weird errors, right? Like at the end of the stream, you couldn't, there was weird smoothing stuff going on, and then there was also, the normal maps weren't really, the normal map that we'd baked wasn't really showing up. So we're going to look at why that was happening, because I solved it after the stream. You're in ZBrush too? Nice. Sorrow, what's up, man? How you doing? Grupp, hello. Hello. Hi, 4D. What's going on? Let's see here. Maybe I can go into here. Oh, Tej, thanks, man. I think, chat again. I think I'm actually going to turn that off for now. I hope that doesn't bug anyone. Just because I need the token login thing, and I don't want to try and deal with that on stream. Oh. New project. I just did a new project. That's weird. I've never used projects in here. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so... Whoa. Oh, man. You guys are blind now. Okay, so clicking frenzy. So we did this. This is the mesh in Z remesher. If we select by hard edges, where is it at here? No, maybe not. Let me go to the Hyo face. I'm like, huh, that's weird. Why is it not selecting by hard edges? Anywho, the hard edges are where the island edges are. So, like, if a UV has an island or whatnot, the whole outer edge of that UV island is where a hard edge is. You end up getting a pretty good bake that way. So in Unity, this is going to be a bit choppy because I have a lot of things loaded right now in here. So in Unity, we were running into a problem where first the normal wasn't showing up, and then we were getting some really nasty smoothing. So let me isolate this really quick. Okay, so we got this tree isolated. Smoothing looks okay right now. We're just using one of the default Unity shaders. So where the smoothing was going wrong was actually directional light was, where is it at? The bias for the real-time shadows was off, or it was really low. So like, if you're working with small objects, making it really low can kind of help you with some like kind of finer details, but that doesn't necessarily work all that well. It's kind of a hacky way of trying to solve that. If you want small shadows like that, you're gonna want to do screen space contact shadow as your like solution for that type of stuff. So what we end up doing, and you can see it's really gnarly here. You just turn the bias up until it goes away. I think the default is higher, and I at some point had messed with that. Now the other weird thing was the use RTX real time. Yeah, okay. The next problem was the normal map wasn't showing up very well. Now, if you remember, we were sculpting this. We made the low poly, which with the Z remesh, and then we pasted it into the same mesh container. Now, just to give you an example, we'll call this like we'll call this UV0, and then I'll make a new mesh container, and we'll just like make a sphere. Cool. So we got this sphere, right? We'll just do something weird to it. Just so it's not round and phallic. With this tree. So we've got this sphere. Oh, I guess we don't need the mesh container, do we? It's got UVs, right? We'll call this UV1. But let's call this one 0. That'll be a good example. And then in the tree, we'll call this UV1. So when I cut the tree and paste it inside of the mesh container, what is that madness? What is this? Hey, thanks for that follow. Thank you. Wilo. Mahawilo. I probably said something terrible. Who knows? Anyways, so select this mesh container, paste it. So you can see it's merged the two UVs. So if there's no UVs on this, but there's a UV set, and the naming convention is in the right order, or is alphabetical or numerical order, you'll actually change the order of your UV sets. So you have to make sure that the one that, like, depending on how your shader is built, you want to make sure that the right UV set is being in the right position. So all you have to do is delete that one and then go back to this and you're good to go. Yeah, I was super confused. I think it's just because I was tired. Yeah, we won't save that. So once I did that, the normals corrected themselves and everything was good to go. So now I can upload that other video, and then I can upload this piece right after it, so that way there's a connection and I answer the question without leaving the video empty on the end. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the splash screen, and then we're going to start portfolios.